Hey there, my name's Liz. I'm a registered dietitian at the UNC Wellness Center. We're going to make some butternut squash soup today. So I went ahead and bought a butternut squash and I peeled it, chopped it in half and cubed it. So it's about 4 cups of butternut squash here. You can go ahead and get the kind that's already pre-cut that's in the produce section, or you can go ahead and do it out this way. We're gonna put that on a roasting pan. We're gonna roast these vegetables first. We're going to also throw on a roasting pan an apple. I have 2 apples because they're on the small-ish side, but you can put in, it just is going to create a little more sweetness, kind of offset the butternut squash. So you can use 1 apple or you can use 2. We're going to just cut slightly right of the core, take the core out of there, and then we're going to have about 6 to 8 slices of those. We'll add those, mix them around. We'll do 1 more of those. Apples. I have already peeled the apple. You obviously don't want the peels to be in there. This one I'm going to take out a little bit of the core. I didn't do a very good job. And chop this guy in half. And this one I have a little bit of the core in there. Just pop that out. And we'll put those on there. And then last is an onion. You can use as much onion as you like. This is a white onion. I'm going to go ahead and just chop him in half. I only want to use about half the onion because I don't want it to be too overpowering. And then with this, you literally, similar thing that you did to the apple. You just kind of cube it into slices. I'm going to actually take all of those, chop them in half, and then again, mix them all around with everything else. Because at the end, after we go ahead and cook this, we're going to end up pureeing it, so there won't be any chunks in there. So like I said, 400 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes. Throw some olive oil on there. Put some salt on there. Put some pepper. And then we're going to throw this in the oven for about 40-45 minutes, and then we'll find out what happens next. Hey there, welcome back. So it's been 40 minutes. We're gonna go get our vegetables out of the oven. And it looks gorgeous, it looks wonderful. So we're gonna go ahead and leave these here for a minute. Our next step is we're taking about 4 cups of reduced sodium chicken broth into our Dutch oven. You wanna crank it up the heat to where it gets to right at boiling. And then we're gonna add some seasonings next. Clove of garlic, we'll use the garlic press that in there. Next, whatever you want to use, I have some oregano, you can use some bay leaves, you can use some, we're gonna use some thyme. So that's gonna do its thing there to help to season the chicken broth. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our vegetables to the Dutch oven. So we have our vegetables here. Get them a little unstuck. Oh, they look wonderful. Drop these guys in here, preferably without burning yourself. That one's stuck on the pan there a little bit. All right. Add our vegetables. Sorry about that. Give it a swirl. Now you're gonna turn the heat down to about a medium low to low. And you just want to let that simmer for about 20 minutes. Then we can go ahead and cool it down, and then we'll end up pureeing it. All right guys, last step. We have our soup cooled. Now we're gonna go ahead and put it in if you have an immersion blender, you can keep it right in the pot and you can just blend all around. Or you can let it cool and you can put it into a food processor or into a blender, whichever one you like. So I'm gonna go ahead and scoop this up. Vegetables are nice and soft. And we're going to puree. Whoops. All right, Now, pour it into our bowl. And we'll go ahead and do a second batch. It looks a little thick at the moment, so you might want to add a little bit more broth to thin it out if you need to, or you can just have it as a thicker soup. No big deal, either way. So I hope you enjoyed this today. It's really easy, as you can tell. It's a little bit of a process with having to roast them and then simmer them and then puree them, but if you take a few minutes and take that time to do it, you can go ahead and have soup probably set up for the rest of the week. Hope you enjoyed this today. See you soon.